Hello everyone, this is P. Kumar from Zoom Learning Systems. It is often asked which certification is better, the PMP, the Project Management Professional Certification, or the new PMI ACP, Agile Certified Practitioner Certification. There is a common myth that the Agile certification, which is PMI ACP, may replace the PMP certification, which is not actually true. This video can help you in deciding which certification is better for you, based upon your current nature of work or future aspirations. So first, let's understand the project management basics and see where PMP and PMI ACP fits into the whole model of project management. Now, if we go over the definition, PMI considers projects to be temporary set of activities producing unique products, service, or results. This building of product, service, or result can be taken into single phase or multi-phase, and this depends upon the nature of product or service which is being built. So if all the activities that can produce desired product or service or result is known upfront, then it would be wise to go for a single phase approach. But in case there is a partial visibility on the activities, then it would be wise to go for a multi-phase approach, where the first phase with the known activities can be planned, and then as and when there is a clarity on the remaining activities, the next phase can be planned. So going further, the multi-phase projects are divided into three categories. The first one is sequential multi-phase projects, the second is overlapping multi-phase projects, and third is iterative multi-phase projects. Now, there are various factors or constraints which may play an important role while deciding if the phase of a multi-phase project would be sequential, overlapping, or iterative. Let's go through a few examples to get more clarity. The first is the single phase project, and the example is constructing a single floor of a house. So, as constructing a single floor, the activities are pretty clear, they are simple, and some of the activities are like purchasing of wood, hiring contractor, setting up the contract, procuring a material as per prescribed by the contractor, constructing the house, delivery of the house by the contractor, settlement of the payment as per contract, and checking into the sweet house. And that's how the project closes. So as you know, in this particular project, all the activities are clear upfront, so they can be planned at a go. This is a good example of a single phase project. The second example of a single phase simple project is going for a scuba diving with friends. In case you plan for going for a scuba diving, what would the activities be? Like calling the friends to go for scuba diving during weekends, seeking agreement with them, planning an itinerary like suit, oxygen cylinders, and more. Arrange a big travel vehicle so that everybody can travel together. Enjoy scuba diving for the whole day. Return back home, and that's how the project closes. So as you can see, the project which has all the activities clear upfront can be planned as a single phase. Now, coming up with the example of multi-phase projects. So the first example is of a multi-phase sequential projects, and the example over here is constructing a multi-tower residential complex. There are multiple towers to be constructed, where the condition is that the construction of the second tower will start once the first tower is delivered, and the feedback of the first tower received, and the feedback of the first tower would go as an input to the construction or planning of tower B. So in this particular case, the project does a planning for tower A. It does the initialization, planning, and then executes and delivers the project. Project is closed, feedbacks are taken, and then it gets into the tower B gets an input based upon tower A, and that's how tower B's work gets started. And similarly, it can be a case with tower C also, that it is waiting for the input from tower B. So in this case, the relationship between the phases would be sequential, and that is why such type of projects are known as sequential projects. One more example is setting up of an IT network in multiple countries. In this particular case, a company may decide that they want to set up an IT network in 8 countries of the world, and they would like to take one country at a time and would like to take an findings or lesson learned from the first country and then use them as an improvement areas while implementing the country B. So in this particular case too, the relationship between the phases becomes the sequential relationship. Coming back to the overlapping projects, which is the second type of multi-phase project, where the phase relationship is overlapping. So taking the same example of constructing a multi-tower residential complex. Now, in the earlier example, in case of sequential, the tower B was waiting for tower A to get completed. But in this case of overlapping, the condition may be slightly different, or the constraints may be slightly different, where the builder does not want the tower B to wait for tower A to complete because he already has a lot of experience delivering these towers. So the strategy can be, once the implementation of tower A starts, tower B's planning is started, and there is a point of time when tower A and tower B are being worked upon together. And it can be similarly a case with tower C too, that when the implementation of tower B starts, the tower C is planned. So that's how each phase is overlapping with another phase, and we call it as an overlapping projects. Now the third type of multi-phase project is iterative projects. Important to understand the difference between the iterative and overlapping. Iterative method of project planning is used in case of product development, where the requirement is to give the quick deliveries in short period of time. And this way of project management is normally seen in software project development life cycles, where a customer gives a big contract but wants the deliveries to happen quickly. So there are some feature sets which are agreed to be delivered after a periodic intervals, and this periodic interval from 1 week to 1 month, or it can be more depending upon the nature of the business. The agile techniques which comes in this area of project management are Scrum, XP, Lean software development, and there are other techniques too. So thank you very much. I hope you would have a good insight into the project management techniques, and you would be able to take a good decision based upon the information shared in this particular video. In case you have any queries or would like to get in touch with us, you can write us on the email shared with you on the slide. Thank you very much.